Today I want to talk about why working from the office is going to come back stronger than ever. Over the past few months during the COVID-19 pandemic, many people have worked from home and companies have adjusted throughout the country and throughout the world to a work from home environment. I see three major areas that are going to come up and more areas of influence and cause potential challenges with working from home. And I do think there's going to be a mass return to the office. The first is management. As a manager, you manage a team of approximately 8 people. You get a good feeling as to what each person is doing on the team and how things are going. When they're remote, they have 8 different lives, 8 different activities, 8 different strengths and weaknesses that are now highlighted based on their remote working rather than their in-office working. It makes it a lot harder for a manager. It also makes it harder because you can't walk around and say hello and check in on people and problem solve on the fly. A lot of that opportunity is reduced or eliminated with work from home employees and work from home teams. So that adjustment is something some organizations have adopted and some have not. So putting everybody into the mix of having to be forced to adopt that has been hard for a lot of managers and a lot of companies to achieve success. And I think that management is going to be a key driver to bring people back to the office. The second area is communication. Communication is really important in every business, every team, every organization, every family. Communication via Zoom and video conferencing has been a great opportunity. I'm using a video now to communicate with you. However, it doesn't leave the same lasting feeling that a personal relationship or a personal communication with somebody is going to have. It's almost short-lived. What you're seeing in some of the results and test data that comes out after people use video conferencing is that they're more fatigued and they're more stressed, and it's more intense and intimidating to be on a video than it is to be in a room handling a meeting. I think you're going to see people get stressed and fatigued by all this video conferences, and they're going to get burnt out by it and actually welcome the idea of going back to the office, even if it does offer an inconvenience of a commute time or some other challenges. I think the third area to think about of what is going to bring people back to the office is turnover. What we've seen over the past few months is almost a freeze in organizations. Some people have laid off massive numbers, but in many corporations throughout the country, they haven't hired and they haven't fired. They've stayed steady with the existing team, they've moved to a remote workforce, and those people have done the best they can. Working through March, April, and May, organizations saw high productivity, but each employee was working in many cases out of fear of potentially losing their job. What you're going to start seeing now as we move into the tail end of 2020 and move into 2021 is people are going to start realizing how the company's culture has changed, how the company's organization is different, and what needs to adjust here into 2021. In some cases, it's a different country or different company than it was in 2019 as it is now here in 2020. As this catches up, companies are going to make adjustments with their internal team, and also internal people on the team are going to make changes and say this isn't the culture they're looking for, and look for organizations that are offering either more work from home or more of an office setting, or just the right culture that fits them. You've had a delayed turnover situation for most of 2020 where a lot of this pent-up demand of adjustments and changes are going to occur at the same time that you run into your busiest time of the year where people change jobs, which is Q1 of each calendar year. So when I look at these three different things, what it comes into is understanding that work from home has its place in the business culture and community. However, the office is always going to be successful, thrive, and I think you're going to see a mass return to the office that people are going to welcome. Both management and employees are going to be excited about coming back and working together and being involved and having that human interaction, because as we know, the human interaction is what drives a lot of our enhanced communication and basically makes our days, our jobs, and everything more fun. And I think we're going to welcome that back with open arms and heavy workload here in 2021. So thank you for watching this short opinion on the work from home versus office, but we'll see you back at the office.